Welcome to the Glorpcast. My name is Meeble.
And I'm Sbklj.
And we're coming to you from Jupiter's moon, Europa.
Yes. Fun fact, Europa is actually made completely of wasps.
Yeah.
That's what NASA doesn't tell you. Do not trust them on anything.
They tell you it's made of, it's covered in ice. Nope, it's wasps. Obviously.
Obviously. Look at it. It's literally like a dark yellow color.
Yeah, wasps are, they're like humans' biggest nemesis, right?
Oh,
so
yeah.
That's why, that's probably why NASA's not telling them that.
People will get scared because what NASA's also not telling them is that Europa is slowly moving towards Earth.
Yeah, it's not one of Jupiter's moons at all. Actually, you think wasps came from the Earth? No, they.
The mothership is coming, and humans are on a clock.
I get my ship fixed, and the first thing we do is we go to the wasp planet. What else would we do? What else?
It's kind of nice here. There's this white noise, a loud, just constant buzz.
Of course.
Yeah. Today is a very special day for the Glorpcast. Today, we had cake.
We did.
Mm-hmm.
We
stole it from Earth, and it was shaped like a shoe.
I really did think it was a shoe when I first saw it.
I did too. It felt like a shoe too. It was weird. It had a little bit of bend in it.
But then you take a bite and it's like vanilla.
Mm-hmm. I'm honestly kind of scared. That's apparently a trend there.
They're odd.
Yeah, they are. I think there's like a whole show somewhere where there's they'll have a room full of stuff and people will have to guess whether this thing is cake or not by biting into it. So they could just bite into a real table.
What I would do, right, is you gotta up the stakes. I would make it look like uranium-235. That's what I would do personally. So either you're getting 1,000 calories in one bite or you're getting 1,000,000 calories in one bite.
Yeah. And one's a little sweeter than the other.
Yeah.
That's the only difference.
Nobody talks about the sweetening properties of uranium.
Sprinkle some of that stuff in your baked goods, and that's good.
Right. Humans can eat uranium, right? That's something they're able to. They put other rocks on their food. They put sodium on their food. They put salt on their food. That's sodium chloride. We can't do that.
Salt is poisonous.
That's got. Right. Why do you think?
To us, at least.
Why do you think? I don't know. Yeah, salt is terrifying, and they just put that on their food. I put something normal like uranium on it.
Yeah. I've noticed another rock that humans have been putting in their food is graphite, with their pencils.
Really?
Yeah, because when I went to Earth, I started I took some graphite pencils and I started eating them, and they're pretty good actually. So.
Huh.
And there's a lot of graphite in that one.
Right. Yeah. It's an interesting thing because graphite's also super conductive, so it's
Really?
I wonder if it's a similar effect to put in. They also they have batteries, of course. They have these little batteries that have they put the terminals next to each other, and if you put them on if they put them on their tongues, it kind of creates a tingly feeling. So this is conductive too. I wonder if this is also enjoyed with batteries.
I'm gonna have to try that. Pencils and batteries.
That sounds like a good combo.
Yeah. Because batteries, they're full of electric juice, which I don't know how humans made electricity into a liquid, but good for them.
It's kind of crazy, right? It's got to be. Why else would they call it juice?
If you look at the design of a pencil, there's something very interesting because it ends with an eraser, which is not conductive. Maybe these are lightning rods used to harness the power of electricity.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. And you notice that they're coated in wood, which is also not conductive. So it's channel the electricity or something.
It's like a Harry Potter wand, Have you seen that show?
I don't know that I have.
It's okay, so they have magic and they use these wands which are wooden but have magic things in the middle. But that's just a pencil.
Right. That is just a pencil.
so they can use magic.
You know, I was in York City on, Planet Zeagle, and I saw there was this dude that was doing like real magic. You know what I mean?
How? What?
I don't know. I mean, he was like making metals levitate, but then I handed him a piece of aluminum and told him to make it float, and it wouldn't float. So I'm wondering what he was doing with that.
Hmm. I think because I've seen some humans use this thing called a magnet,
A magnet.
which that lets them like move metals, without even touching them.
That's crazy.
I think that's got to be magic. They've learned how to harness it.
They have, yeah. I mean, there's no
Which
other explanation for
yeah,
this.
which means soon they're probably gonna find a Pegasus and the unicorn dragons again.
Oh, yeah.
Because I mean, dragons used to exist. I remember. I rode one once actually when I was a kid.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
What was it like?
It was terrifying. It did eat my dad.
It happens.
It happens. It happens. We can actually convert our bodies into liquid, so he just kind of went out, but it was pretty scary.
I mean, it was probably scary for the dragon too, though. I mean, think about that. The dude you just tried to eat, like, he just comes out the other end. That's
Isn't that what naturally happens?
it is, but normally they're not in one piece.
That is true.
Humans also I mean, we've got like appendages at the end of our hands, right? But they have these things called fingers.
Fingers.
Yeah. I think humans have them. Chickens have them too. I mean, I saw at a restaurant they were serving chicken fingers.
Chicken fingers.
So,
Huh.
but like humans have I guess it gives them dexterity. Ours just kind of like that's how we communicate telepathically,
Mm-hmm.
That's
They're like these
like
little flaccid, little long things.
right. And it's like we point them at each other to be able to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas, they've got their whole thing.
We also
Where
do
they,
use them
like-
for mating rituals.
Yeah, we do that. Are we allowed to talk about that on here?
Yeah. It's like a
Yeah.
natural thing. It's like natural
That's true.
geographic.
It's for educational purposes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But if a human did like see the mating ritual, they would actually explode, like spontaneous combustion.
Yeah.
There have been like 3 known cases of it in human history. That was all us.
They blamed alcohol too, I think, which is even more funny.
Yeah. Because alcohol also came from us.
I don't know. I've had some of humans' alcohols. Like, they have this stuff called beer. It tastes like rubber bands.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
No, it's not.
Because rubber bands, you're not supposed to eat those.
No.
You play with them. They're like,
Right.
they're stretchy.
Humans used to put them in their hair, right? But then pulling them out hurt, so they wrapped them in cloth. So now they use them as they call them hair ties. Human hair is weird.
Yeah. Not many animals, not many planets even have hair. And
Right.
humans style it? They're the only other animal on the planet that styles their hair.
I don't know. They're just kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm. It's got a bunch of
But
different
it's not-
colors. They can dye it.
They can dye it. They can cut it, and it grows back. That's the crazy thing.
Yeah.
Nothing else on their body does that.
Well, do you think that means they're part lizard?
It might be.
Yeah, lizards can do that with their limbs, so it's got to be a similar thing.
Right.
The other day, I had an earth beverage. I went down to this thing called a vending machine. Do you know what that is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Earth invented them too, and now we've all got vending machines
yeah.
on our planets. But yeah.
Yeah, vending machines are crazy. But they had one which had a bunch of different drinks in it. And
Huh.
so they're all carbonated, which that's already crazy. It the drink
Right.
burns your mouth the moment you put it in. It's like this constant
Huh.
sensation. But then they had this one called Dr. Pepper.
Huh.
And I drank it, and I immediately got a PhD. Someone just came out
Weird.
of nowhere and handed me a PhD, like an Earth PhD. So I'm a doctor
was
now.
it? What was it in?
What was it in?
Yeah. What was your PhD in? What did they give you?
Botany.
Weird.
Yeah, out of nowhere. I've never
So,
gardened in my life.
is it just random, or like do all of them give you botany ones?
We'll have to find out. If I drink another
Because
one,
I'm
do
like
I
scared
become
of plants.
another doctor? Well, plants
I
are
mean, you
scary.
could. Yeah, like they don't exist on my home planet.
Mm-mm. And some of the human plants are like, there's a piranha plant type thing. It's
Ooh,
a
that's
carnivore.
they can do that. I thought they
Yeah.
just ate the sun.
No, that plant eats living things, animals.
Interesting. I heard that like the rubber from rubber bands used to come from trees.
Oh,
They really are weird.
yeah.
I don't know. I don't like plants.
I think they use the same thing for bubble gum.
Bubblegum, really?
Yeah, it's like a food that humans chew on, but they're not supposed to eat because it's made of rubber.
Huh. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's really
Weird.
yeah. Humans are. If any humans are listening, please like don't take any offense to this, but you need to fix yourself.
You guys are quite strange.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. I mean, humans, like the one hobby humans have that I totally like vibe with, they like blowing stuff up. Like,
Oh yeah, all over the
you
world
know,
they do stuff like that.
all over the world. I mean, the place we like to visit the most, we like to harass the most, the United States. They
Oh
just
yeah.
they just got done with a holiday where they like blowing stuff up.
Mm-hmm. We actually are
You
not
know,
allowed to approach Earth on that day because it's too dangerous for us.
we're also not allowed to participate because last time we did, bad things happened.
Bad
I
things
think the
happen.
CIA just got done wiping everyone's memory. Maybe I shouldn't have brought that up, but
If you're a sleeper agent, please let us know. Please, we would love to have a talk with you.
yeah,
Yeah, they blow up these fireworks. Sometimes they're pretty, I'll admit.
really,
Yeah, because these explosions are decorated.
that's cool.
I wonder what it tastes like.
Probably eggs.
Probably. Speaking of eggs, did you know that they started selling Vorpachi eggs on the black market on Earth,
That's crazy.
specifically in Antarctica?
That tracks. Yeah, those that live in Antarctica are a bit weird.
Mm-hmm.
They're kind of far out there.
Because that is the only place on Earth where like some aliens do come down and like just have conversations. They kind of live there. There's a whole city there, fourth biggest city in the world.
I mean, our feathered friends from Venus went there recently, and like a whole meme came about as a result. But like
Oh, the
everyone
really
said it was
tall
AI.
ones, right?
Yeah. Everyone said it was AI. So I think that was the CIA pitching it again.
Oh yeah, no. If there's ever like a meme about aliens, it's because something big just happened with them and the government's trying to cover it up. You know, the another thing that is made out of trees and rubber and stuff are these humans make them into spheres and they just bounce
Really?
them around cuz it's really bouncy, and that's the whole purpose of it. It's just to bounce.
Huh?
And they have
And it
some
bounces like
I mean, it's kind of
just
it's like,
everywhere.
it bounces all right, but they have some really good ones. They've kind of perfected the art. I do think if they threw them at the planet we're on, the planet of wasps, that it would do something. Because I don't know if humans know, but their weakness is in fact rubber. If you can hit them with rubber, they'll just faint.
I hear they also make these things called rubber bullets that they use. I wonder if they bounce.
Oh, yeah, it's just like a really fast bouncy ball.
Right.
Yeah. If any of you have rubber bullets, please like shoot people with them and see if it bounces.
Earth is also kind of interesting because, they love to tear down their wildlife, but they also like to create, you know, sanctuaries for it where, like, they're not allowed to develop. They have this, like, well, they built one around this super volcano called Yellowstone. And, there's a lot of American bison there. And so, like, the natives in that area have, like, a cultural custom where if a white bison is born, then something important is going to happen. And a white
Oh.
one was just born,
Oh.
which is interesting. Yeah,
Does that mean the that volcano's going to explode?
it might be.
That would be pretty funny, I'll admit.
It would be.
I mean, I read a book once about that. Like if that volcano exploded, and it was like, oh, the worst case scenario, because there was like smoke everywhere. There were like rocks that were just hitting tens of miles away. Because it is a really big volcano if people don't know.
It is, yeah.
Like it's one of the few super volcanoes of the world.
It's kind of interesting. I mean, to think about it.
Mm-hmm.
But like, it's an interesting tradition. Like when a
Yeah.
white buffalo is born.
I don't think I've seen a white buffalo before. A white bison.
I haven't either.
Is it like Groundhog Day? Where the groundhog looks a certain way?
Maybe, but with like natural disasters or like important events or something.
I guess it could be something good too. Like if we
Yeah,
invaded,
it could be.
that could mean that.
Right. Yeah.
I'm still awaiting orders from the mothership.
Yeah.
I actually found out the reason for all the explosions in America recently. It's a holiday.
Yeah. Really?
Yep. They call it Independence Day. Does that sound familiar?
Huh. Yeah.
Yeah. They named it after the movie, the false narrative movie where they beat us in a war.
That's another thing. Why are so many alien movies about aliens, about us invading them? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, that's totally not our main goal of being in your solar system right now.
No. You are
And
not
even
the
if so,
threat.
it would be for, purposes other than occupying, or like stripping all the resources from your planet or making a new home planet. It would be for something other than that. Like, we just want to we just want to go on vacation.
Yeah, we want to try some cotton candy or something. We don't want to invade, and it's not just like Independence Day, which they have a whole holiday to celebrate about how they beat us in a real war that definitely happened. Let's just say you guys have the CIA to thank for not remembering that.
Yeah. Crazy the people from Alpha Centauri would do that to him, right? I mean, that totally wasn't us.
I mean, I had a little part, I may or may not have.
We may have put money down on the table trying to get some back.
And we did lose our money.
A lot of it.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe the humans won that fight too. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's kind of not fair. I'm just saying for the Alpha Centaurians, because humans
and honestly,
do have
it was
that
stacked
kinda,
against them too. That's the other thing.
Yeah, because humans have that indomitable spirit, apparently, allegedly.
It's not real. I swear it's not real. People from Alpha Centauri are just weak.
That is true. I could beat one in a fight.
Easily.
Mm-hmm. Throwing hands.
This is a call out post to Alpha Centauri.
If any of you Alpha Centaurians are watching, stay away.
We're definitely not located in the Wasp Valley on Europa. Yeah, I mean, it kind of makes sense that Earth is scared of wasps. I mean, wait, I think. Oh shit! I forgot to close the airlock. Oh
no!
Fuck! There are wasps
No,
in here.
no.
Oh no!